Ooh, and we're being recorded. We have one heck of a lineup this morning. Really pleased to have a great group of people to speak today and share some of the things that they're working on. Our agenda this morning is going to include our latest Culture, Heritage, and Arts Spotlight video featuring the Hunter Museum of Art. We're going to talk about our CTA grant, and then we're going to talk about a new Live Music is Back promotion summer concert series. And then we're going to get an update from the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, getting a lot of press these days, and we maybe talk about that just a bit and then a little bit more. So first thing we want to do is show our new CHA Spotlight video. So we'll just move on and roll that video. Not getting sound right now. Still no sound. We may want to pause and feature enhance for video sound setting, possibly.
Welcome to the CHA Spotlight.
From live music to visual and performing arts to the history of our beautiful city, it's about finding more ways to experience Chattanooga.
This CHA Spotlight features the Hunter Museum of American Art with their new exhibition, Power, Passion, and Pose.
This is one of the most beautiful structures in the world, and can you believe it's in the Bluffview Art District in Chattanooga?
The Hunter opened in 1952 to collect, preserve, and present American art. Since then, it's grown to include 3 distinct architectural styles and an ongoing roster of special exhibitions.
Like this one, Power, Passion, and Pose, that features Ken Browery and Deborah Ori. This incredible exhibition focuses on the collaboration between dancers, photographers, and choreographers, and really examines the intersection between fashion and dance.
It also showcases internationally renowned dancers, both modern and ballet, often posing in mid-air and wearing vintage or modern couture fashion. Some of the costumes that are in the photographs are actually on display. Come check it out because this is a summer must-see.
This summer is so exciting with the opening of a new exhibit called Power, Passion, and Pose through September. The Hunter Museum is open every day except Tuesdays, but they're open late on Thursdays, so come check them out.
This is the CHA Spotlight, only at visitchattanooga.com.
All right, want to thank our team for helping produce that, and also thank Hunter Museum of American Art, and just so excited to have the Hunter bringing in special programs and exhibits again, and have everybody open and welcoming people to our city. So excited to get that one out. Also want to jump on over to the Cultural Tourism Advancement Grant and remind everybody that the deadline is tomorrow, believe it or not. I know it's kind of a tough week, a short week, but if you haven't submitted your application, please do so before tomorrow afternoon. And then if you need to see a video, we do have you can go to visitchattanooga.com/CTA grant, and you'll see a link to the info session that we recorded, and you can find your application and guidelines and everything at visitchattanooga.com/CTA grant. Again, the grants can be cultural, artistic, recreational, informational, and you can request up to $50,000 or 10% of your operating budget. So looking forward to seeing those roll in. We've seen quite a few so far, and looking forward to seeing some more by the end of day tomorrow. I now want to share, I get to announce this one, but an exciting new Live Music is Back summer series. And I want to thank our internal team for making this, for creating this series, kind of coming up on how to partner with some of our local community and managing the initiative, and also our partners for making this happen. I also want to thank our team for procuring the funding, and I want to thank the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development for providing that funding and allowing us the creativity to come up with this idea and help our local arts community and get us back into the performers for all the guests that we have coming in. We've had some record weekends with visitors here, and it's great to have this already in process and launching. So I get to introduce my favorite cultural tourism director at the Chattanooga Tourism Company, Miss Donna L. Harrison, and she's going to moderate our panel of distinguished guests today.
Oh, you almost set yourself up there, Barry. Thank you. I got scared for a minute. Good afternoon or good morning, everyone. My name is Donna L. Harrison. I'm the Director of Cultural Tourism, and I am so excited to share this new actually incentive event, that a group of events that we've been working on. I've actually worked alongside of Stephanie Hayes with this project in our marketing team. And Stephanie, thank you. I can't say it enough, so I want to say it publicly, but it's been a great experience. But just to let you guys know what the Live Music is Back summer series is, it starts from now. It actually started this past weekend with 2 amazing events, and it was jam-packed downtown. It was absolutely beautiful, and it goes all the way through September, the end of September. So this is a partnership, as Barry mentioned, between the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development and also Chattanooga Tourism Co. And big shouts out to all of our local partners that have worked with us, like musicians, production companies, and performing arts. And what I love about this is that we know that musicians and live music was really hit last year with 2020, and it continued, but people were visiting in Chattanooga, and the state said, we want more people to know that live music is back. And we have a group of people that really executed this. So I have 3 panelists, but before I introduce them, I want to tell you who our overall partners are. It's, of course, Rise, and we do have Shane on the line. Also River City, Artsville, Soundcore, Pop-Up Project, Chattanooga Business Elite, Caravan, Chattanooga Presents, and Friends of the Festival. This is a great thing we're getting ready to do with live music all through downtown Chattanooga, all over Chattanooga, and we're excited about the efforts that these 3 guys and their teams and so many other people have worked on. So first, I would like to introduce I'll go ahead and introduce Stratton Tingle, and he is here. Hey, Stratton, and in a minute, I would love for you to tell everybody what you do in the organization that you work with. Also, Shane Morrow. Hello, Shane. And then also Marcus Ellsworth. Hello, Marcus. He's with River City. So I would like you to go ahead and tell people what you do, and I'll go ahead and start with Marcus and who you work with.
Thank you, Donna. I'm Marcus Ellsworth. I'm the program manager for River City Company. And you want to go ahead and talk about the events, or just intro?
Well, you can tell me just briefly what you guys are working on and a little bit about what River City does.
Fantastic. Well, first of all, River City Company is the nonprofit engine that helps downtown development. And we do that everything from putting on events, of course, to working alongside our downtown businesses and organizations like the Chattanooga Tourism Company. The event we had one event with in partnership with Caravan and a bunch of other community partners this July 3rd. It was really wonderful. We had live music from the New Breed Band and showed a movie on the Chattanooga Green. We had a lot of people out the riverfront. Very pleased to be part of the project. And then coming up, we have on August 21st, a new event that we're calling our Musical Mystery Hunt. And it's going to be a scavenger hunt style event, but instead of having people solving clues to find specific locations or our objects or anything, they're actually going to be hunting music throughout downtown. And we're utilizing some of our vacant business spaces to kind of bring some new life into them and to get people moving through those spaces, exploring all of downtown, especially along the riverfront. And helping to reimagine some of these unused spaces too, to get people thinking about, well, what could possibly be here? You know, if we can do this for one night, imagine the kind of things that could come into downtown.
All right, thank you for all you guys do at River City, by the way. Thank you, Marcus, for sharing. Also, we have Shane Morrow from Rise. Tell us what you're working on, Shane, and tell us a little bit about Rise.
Hey, good morning. My name is Shane Morrow. I'm Executive Director and co-founder of Rise Chattanooga, formerly known as Jazzanooga. I think that one of the greatest things that we have been able to do is really take this huge spotlight that we have and be able to showcase one of the biggest assets in this community, and that is our creative community, especially with special emphasis on creative communities of color. What we're working on actually is that we want to go ahead and reignite this spark and interest in the downtown ML King corridor. As folks know, it's over 100 years of African American history and tradition within inside the area. So we're very blessed and fortunate to be a small but a pivotal but a critical type of partner to alongside with CTC to be able to help animate this area. So upcoming inside August of 2021, we will do what's called Soul Sundays in the park. They'll be beginning in the afternoon, ending up every Sunday, which is 5 Sundays of the month. We will be featuring a local artist. And then from there, we'll have a national artist as well. There will also be a brunch down there, thanks to our collaborative partners with River City as well with CTC. So you come on down for a fantastic brunch, come on down and come with these fun activities that are family friendly, and definitely come and explore downtown area with this eclectic lineup of music and live performances that we'll be featuring.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shane. And I'm already hungry for brunch. So thank you for sharing that. And also Stratton, he's with Soundcore. Stratton, tell everybody what you're working on, and hey, just share that with us.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Stratton Tingle, the Executive Director of Soundcore. We focus on helping Chattanooga musicians and music industry professionals build their careers right here in Chattanooga. I want to first shout out to the whole team over there at Chattanooga Tourism Company for going to bat for us with the state and these funds with the tourism department. This is a huge windfall for us, and especially for our local creators who are being paid for work, and rightly so. And I want to say also that you know, the way that this has come together has not been the norm in our community in the past, and is I don't think is the norm for a lot of other communities around Tennessee. I think bringing small community partners like ourselves, like Soundcore, Rise, together and really truly partnering with us is new and much appreciated. I really can't overstate just how much collaborating with Chattanooga Tourism Company and bringing community partners together in a true collaborative way means to us. And I think that you'll see that the events that we put on and the activities that we're doing are so much more vibrant for that real local community flavor. And the activations that we're going to do really involve so many diverse groups of people and creators across our community. So thank you very much, Tourism Company. Briefly, the 4 kind of events that we're focused on with this push include expanding our normal sidewalk stages programming by 250 performances this summer. That is a full 50% growth of that program. We activate public spaces in Chattanooga, especially downtown Chattanooga, with live local performers every weekend. And we are growing that number by 50%. It's going to help us reach around 100,000 more people with live local music in public spaces throughout this summer. And in fact, in about 15 minutes, you can walk outside of the SunTrust building where Chattanooga tourism offices are. And today you can see Via Rose, Liv Ferguson, an amazing vocalist and guitarist. He's going to be performing right out there on that street corner, helping the crowds feel welcome and fun downtown. So yeah, check it out especially if you're at the tourism company. Go say what's up to Via Rose. Another thing that we're focused on is the Rail and Hops Brewers Festival. We are able to expand our Rail and Hops Brewers Festival, which is happening on August 28th in Miller Park, by recruiting a much larger headliner than what we've been able to do in the past. We'll feature around 35 breweries and 75 plus craft beers, local or regional beers, and it is going to be a major event with food trucks and the works that you've seen, I think, lately in Miller Park, which has been amazing, driving a lot of foot traffic to Miller Park. Along with Rail and House Brewers Festival on August 28th, we are leading up to that with the Trail to the Rail, something of a it's a 3-part series featuring local bands kind of competing to become openers for our big headliner at Rail and Hops Brewers Festival. And it's going to be a lot of fun at 3 different breweries, Five Wits, Chattanooga Brewing Company, and Wonderlinger Brewing. And that's going to be happening on August 14th, 21st, and 28th. And then lastly, we will be hosting our Buskers Bash, which is a focus on getting our Sidewalk Stages performers onto a larger stage at the Martin Amphitheater under the walking bridge on September 26th. So I know that's a mouthful and that's a lot, but luckily, Tourism Company has put a calendar up on their site, and you will be able to navigate it there.
Thank you, Strat, for sharing that. And I wanted to say those are some awesome events from all 3 of you all. And we also have other partners, as we mentioned earlier. And you can go to visitchattanooga.com/live music, and you can find out all of the events and the calendar of events that are happening. I do want to ask you guys, I actually have 2 more questions because you shared a lot. I'm going to start with Shane. So when it comes to culture, heritage, and arts in Chattanooga, it is breathtaking to me. Of course, I wouldn't be in this role if it was not. But how does live music play a role with the city's makeup and the city's culture?
Wow. Okay. I think that, and thank you for that question. I think that it's really, really important to ensure that we have diverse representation and a reflection of all of our cultural arts landscape here inside Chattanooga. And I think one of the biggest plus for me is to be able to provide a platform for our talented artists and performers that normally don't get that type of spotlight, to be able to show all the wealth and the talent and the worth of the performers and artists that we have here. I always share with folks that, why are we visiting outside of Chattanooga, which I think is great, but there's so many individuals that we have not taken a hold of here inside of our own community. So having these type of opportunities, and again, thank you so much for CTC for providing us to extend this platform within August to be able to showcase one of our greatest assets again in this community, and that is our artistic community.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that, Shane. We have a lot of hospitality partners that are here, hoteliers, restaurant owners, the list goes on and on. Why is it important, Stratton? And I'm going to ask you this because we've had some dialogue outside of this conversation. Why is it important for our partners to play a role in live music, and how can they support live musicians in Chattanooga and spread the gospel of this series and so many other things that you all are working on?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. The music business is good business. You want to drive business to your own attractions, hotels, restaurants. Live music is really a great way to do that. People love it. I think that's probably the bottom line that people are looking for, and there's plenty of research that shows that's true. Yeah, maybe just leave it at that. Is that helpful?
Hey, would you guys like to expand on that, Shane, Marcus?
I do want to add that it's with the performing arts, something about the power of the arts unites us all together. From no matter what type of background that you're coming from, there's something about the arts that connects us. What a welcoming way to be able to come into our city, going inside the hotel by just having that presentation of music. It's welcoming, it's inviting, and it makes you feel like you're part of the community, because once again, that music is universal.
Thank you for sharing that. And here's the last question. You guys can all chime in if you would like, but this partnership between the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development and also Chattanooga Tourism Company and all of the partners that I mentioned earlier, Stratton, you mentioned it a little bit that this is new. This is a new day. And sometimes we were able to actually sit down, sit still, and collaborate even more after 2020. Marcus, how does it feel? I know River City's doing so much in the community already to activate and animate downtown, but how does it feel to work alongside these partners and also be able to execute shows and events with the help of Chattanooga Tourism Company and actually tourism development, the state as well?
Well, the collaborations and all the opportunities that are in front of all of us are really exciting, because it's like being part of this huge team that really cares about this city and loves its people and its art and its places. And I feel like these partnerships coming into this, or coming out of COVID and all that, is we're showing that we can do almost anything together. Like in the short time that we've been, past couple months, working on events and opening things back up, I've seen these partners in various configurations pull off some amazing things in a short amount of time. And it really makes me excited of like, if we can do this with like a month's notice, I'm really looking forward to, as we all get back into the rhythm of putting on events and programming, what we can do with 6 months of preparation, with a year's worth of preparation. I just think we're really gonna shine a brighter spotlight on Chattanooga and all the wonderful things that are here.
Thank you for sharing so much collaboration between you all. And just a little bit of the backstory, Stephanie and I reached out to these partners and said, if you could come up with anything and dream of anything within the next few weeks, what does it look like? And they went over and beyond. So I can't say thank you enough. Any final words, Stratton, Shane, Marcus, any final words before Barry wraps things up?
I just want, I agree with both of my partners, and I just have to state again, I know that some people don't like the accolades so much, but Donna, Stephanie, Candace, all of the team, Barry, thank y'all. Because you're helping to redefine the Chattanooga way. We are able now to be able to work together to make sure that we're making a positive difference, not just for our local community, but we're giving the indication that we are a welcoming city, and we could not be able to do this if it was not for the help and assistance, really, of not just the dollars, but for y'all to pull us together to be able to collaborate collectively and be active partners. Again, you're redefining the Chattanooga way, and we are, on behalf of my partners that aren't here, we're very appreciative, and we thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Shane. Stratton, any final words?
No, I just thank you all for being partners with Chattanooga Tourism Company. And yeah, I think Shane really wrapped it up there. I hope to see you all out at some live music events.
Right. Thank you. I've learned so much working alongside of you all, and I look forward to more live music and all that you guys do when it comes to your creative brains, and you guys stay on me. So thank you. Thank you. And Barry, passing the baton to you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Donna. And gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us and for sharing some of the projects y'all are working on. And I heard some information about how many people were in town at some of our attractions just yesterday, which is pretty incredible for a Wednesday in the middle of summer. We have a lot of people in our community right now, and I know that the music and the things that are out there right now as a result of this program are making a difference in the experience that people have while they're in our community. Before I introduce Dave Jones from the Tennessee Department of Tourism Development, I just want to mention that the state also kind of changed their approach. I think they, instead of bringing a package that was created up in Nashville and saying, hey, we want y'all to buy into this, they really allowed us the opportunity to help design and create and come up with some ideas that will benefit our community specifically. And because Chattanooga is different from Memphis, is different from Knoxville, is different from the Smokies. So we appreciate the department listening to us and also responding and allowing us to do that. And I'm very proud of what our team collaboratively with all of our partners on this call and others have been able to do. So I'd now like to introduce my favorite East Tennessee division manager from the Tennessee Tourism Department, Mr. Dave Jones, to share a little bit about what else is going on out of the department. Mute, unmute.
See, I can't do two things at once. Hey, good morning, everybody. And, I just got off a call with the National Park Service in the Smoky Mountains, and Commissioner Superintendent Cash talked about, redefining and all these experiences that, we use the word unprecedented times, and that's kind of a negative thing, but in a positive way, these really are unprecedented times ahead because we are having the opportunity to reimagine, reinvent, and adopt new things and new strategies. And somebody on the call just a moment ago talked about how fast you were able to pull all of this together. Well, and I know it didn't just get pulled together in the past 3 weeks, right? It has been going and living for the past years. The things that you've been doing in Chattanooga, it was just an opportunity to take what you have and plug it in to the opportunity that we were able to come upon with this extra funding. So, and that's what's nice by providing money, because you want it to go as far as you can. And we worked with all 95 counties, but to have communities like Chattanooga to say, yeah, we can take that, we can use that, and we can make something out of it. I just want to say congratulations to all of you. We've had some great support from Chattanooga also on a number of other things. First of all, recently we had a Welcome Center, what we call familiarization tour that was back in April, and we had 16 assistants, frontline staff from 14 welcome centers, and 2 managers to actually be boots on the ground in Chattanooga and visiting probably 15 or so different attractions, including a ghost tour. And it just makes so much difference when our welcome center staff can say, yes, I've seen there, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And I just want to say thanks to all of you in Chattanooga for being a part of that and supporting that. It was really beneficial. The other thing to talk about is come work, come play Tennessee. Everybody we talk to, of course, in Chattanooga is no exception, the need to get employees back to work to provide the level of service that our customers are used to. And if you have not yet placed your job openings that are tourism, hospitality related on this website, I encourage you to do that. I'll put it in the link here in just a moment. Jobsfortn.gov, I believe, is the link. If you've not uploaded your job opportunities, we really need that. So many have already, but by doing it, we're able to concentrate not just on all the jobs in Tennessee, but this aspect of hospitality jobs that are available. So let me encourage you to do that as well. And thank you for those of you who already have. I guess the other thing is this picture in the background. I don't know if you can see it or not. Bill Lee and Brad Paisley. And I can't get the darn song out of my mind this morning called Come See Tennessee on Me. And if you're not familiar with this initiative, we work together with some hotels and airlines and things like that. And Chattanooga was one of the 4 communities that we were working with that have, huge airlift into Tennessee. And this was something that actually the governor's office wanted to do. The money for this project came out of the governor's budget. It did not come out of the state tourism budget, though they asked, for our help. But the idea was to get people not only going to those concerts that you're bringing back, but also knowing that it's good to travel and to get people back into our 4 major areas, which in many cases suffered a large amount because of COVID, because you rely on conventions and businesses and things like that. So we came up with this Tennessee on Me campaign. And if you've not seen it, I'll put that link in there as well. But the idea is if you go to a website, which is actually the Nashville CVC's room booking site, they're hosting that for us. You go on that site and you book a package, and the package includes, you can select from hotels that have been decided to participate in Chattanooga, in Knoxville, in Nashville, and in Memphis. And you go on that site, you pick your hotel, you book your hotel, and you get a $250 airline voucher from one of the 3 airlines participating. And we picked 3 so that every community would have, at least 2 providers for transportation. And so you get that package, and the way I read it, you get one $250 voucher. per package that you book. And you can go on our website, tennesseonme.com, and look at that. But it's getting a lot of publicity, and we were excited about that. If you've not seen the governor perform with Brad Paisley, it's worth the money just to go and see that, because he's actually doing the harmony there. And at the very end, I thought they kind of maybe dubbed in somebody. They said no, he just got all into it and started singing along with Brad Paisley. But it kind of reminds you of Peyton Manning a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. It's getting a lot of attention, and we hope that it will increase travel to our 4 major cities here in Tennessee. And thank you for the opportunity. Dennis sends his regards.
Right. Thank you, Dave. We appreciate it. And again, just going back to echo what the state's provided on the music and the program that you heard today, and Marcus and Shane and Stratton. Really, we just wanted, and the state allowed us to do this, and it was really kind of enhanced. I think what Dave said about this being in the works for more than a year, and when we came to these 3 gentlemen and other partners in our community, they already had things lined up. So it was really just to enhance or expand what was already out there and the things that our community had been working on. So appreciate the partnership. Fantastic. And I think it's really going to provide a great experience for our guests over the next couple of months. I want to send a couple of reminders out. Again, CTA grant deadline coming up. We also have a destination training and downtown walking tours. Just go to our website, visit chattanooga.com/destination Chattanooga, and you can find out some of those opportunities. And then our next tourism discussion is going to be August the 12th, 11 o'clock on August the 12th for our next tourism discussion call. You can find all of the highlights and comments from today, and the video of today's call will be on our Chattanooga, our update, which will be distributed and published later today. You'll see that email come through, and there's a lot going on in the chat. Before we wrap up, I want to ask our team, is there anything going on in the chat that we need to address, or questions that haven't been answered?
No additional questions.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you, everybody. Very exciting times. We've got people coming in, we've got music happening, we've got great partnerships working. We appreciate everybody's participation and involvement, and please let us know how we can serve you better in the future. Have a great afternoon.